Today we are going to perform experiment number 13. Title of the experiment is to identify the given organic compound by systematic qualitative analysis. The requirement for the practical is test tube, beakers, measuring cylinder, graduated pipette, evaporating dish, water bath, Thiel's tube, thermometer, wire gauze and all the general and table reagents. This is our today's compound. We are going to identify the liquid sample. So here first we are going to perform preliminary test and physical examination. So as we know our compound is liquid. So in observation what we are going to write down, compounds having lower molecular weights, for example alcohol, then ether, ester, aldehyde and ketone may be present. And if we look at the color, it is colorless liquid. So again alcohol, aldehyde, ketones or lower ethers, aromatic aldehydes, hydrocarbons etc. may be present. In case of the fragrance, it is sweet and pleasant. So ester, alcohols, aromatic hydrocarbons, alkyl halides may be present. Next test which we are going to perform is solubility. So the effect of heat, this test is not applicable in case of the liquid sample. So here is the solubility test. What we have to do, we have to take small quantity of sample in a test tube and put few ml of water in the same test tube. So here I am going to take a small quantity of sample in a test tube and add little bit of water. So you can see that this compound is, or this liquid sample is miscible with water. That means it is soluble in water. Now we have to check it with the litmus paper whether this given liquid sample is acidic or basic. Here I am checking it with the red litmus paper. This red litmus paper remains red litmus paper. This blue litmus paper also remain blue. Compound is non-acidic. That means again alcohol, aldehyde, carbohydrate, amino acid etc. may be present. We have to check it with the effervescent sodium bicarbonate. Compound plus sodium bicarbonate. If effervescence is there, strong acid. If not, phenols absent. Take small of sample again in a test tube and put small amount of dilute sodium bicarbonate. See, there is no evolution of carbon dioxide. So strong acids is absent, phenol may be present. But as we know our compound is non-acidic, here the presence of phenol is also negative or it is not present. That is action of sodium hydroxide. For this test again we have to take sample plus sodium hydroxide solution. Test tube, sample is there and going to put sodium hydroxide here. There is no change in color, no evolution of ammonia, that means nitrophenols, ammonium salts are absent. This whatever the mention in the inference table for action of cold NaOH is absent. Next comes action of hot NaOH. I am going to heat the same solution and again we have to observe whether there is any color change or any smell is there. You can see that there is no change in color or no evolution of any gas. So what it indicates that charcoal, hydrate, pyrogalol, carbohydrates, anylides, glucose, resorcinol all are absent. Next test is action of sodium carbonate solution. So for this test, take small amount of liquid sample and in a test tube and add this sodium carbonate solution. So compound plus sodium carbonate, there is a no effervescence, that means acid absent. Next is action of hot concentrated sulfuric acid. Compound plus concentrated sulfuric acid, heat it slightly and observe for the effervescence and blackening. In a test tube, a small amount of liquid sample is there, and now I am going to pour it into it the hot concentrated sulfuric acid. We have to warm it. So after heating, you can see that there is a no change in, means that no effervescence, no blackening, or whatever they have mentioned in the observation table is not observed in our test tube. So what it indicates that all the compounds which are mentioned over here, that means carbohydrate, polyphenols, formic acid, acetic acid, glucose, all are absent. Next test which we are going to perform is action of potassium permanganate. This test is used for confirmation of unsaturation in the compound. So for this test we have to take small amount of liquid sample and put a few drops of potassium permanganate. If the compound is unsaturated, then and then only you are going to get a decolorization. So here, after addition of potassium permanganate, you can see that there is a no decolorization, that means unsaturated compound is absent. Ferric chloride. This test is positive only for the phenolic compounds. Now here we have to take again small quantity of sample in a test tube and put few drops of ferric chloride. To again observe for the change in the color. So here in a test tube, few ml of sample is there and put 1 or 2 drops of ferric chloride. You have to look for the change or observe the change in color, whether there is a red coloration, blue coloration or green coloration. No, these shade colors are there, that means catechol, phenols, pyrogalol, all are absent. Next is heating on a copper gas. We are going to take small amount of liquid sample in a spatula and going to heat it. We have to observe whether there is a sooty flame or non-sooty flame. You can see that the flame is non-sooty. That means aliphatic compound may be present. What is our conclusion on the basis of the test performed? Our compound is aliphatic in nature and it is saturated. In case of the acid base neutral phenol halide, phenols or halide, our compound is neutral in nature. Now next we are going to perform the elemental analysis test, and now you are very well known with the procedure of this sodium fusion extract. We have to take few water in a evaporating dish and prepare the extract by using sodium fusion tube and sodium metal. Then heat the test tube till it that sodium fusion tube till it becomes red hot. After that you have to put it into a evaporating dish containing water and boil the desired that solution, and after that your extract will be ready. So So I am going to prepare that extract. You can see here. So here this test tube is now sodium fusion tube has become red hot. Now I am going to put it into a evaporating dish containing water and cover immediately with the wire gauze. You can see that now our extract is becoming concentrated. So we are going to stop heating. Sodium fusion extract is ready after filtration. And now we are going to use this sodium fusion extract to perform the elemental analysis, that is Prussian blue test, lead acetate test, Liebig test, for confirmation of the presence of nitrogen, sulfur and halogens. Sodium fusion test or this Prussian blue test, we have to take sodium fusion extract, then add few milligram of ferrous sulfate crystals here. After that, add NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, and boil the solution. Boiling, we have to cool it. Acidify this solution with concentrated sulfuric acid. You can see that you can't observe blue color or green precipitate. That means the nitrogen is absent. Next is lead acetate test. Again, for this test we have to take sodium fusion extract, add lead acetate solution and acetic acid. No development of black color, that means sulfur absent. Liebig test, as you know, this Liebig test will be positive only when nitrogen and sulfur both are present, and here in this today's compound test for nitrogen and sulfur are absent, so obviously this Liebig test is going to be negative. That means no blood red coloration we are going to obtain, and nitrogen and sulfur are absent. So next step is detection of functional group. So our compound is having carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. No presence of nitrogen and sulfur, so group 1 is present, and from the group 1 our compound is neutral in nature. So we are going to perform the test which are given on page number 2.22. Here is the test. Now we have to identify whether our compound is aldehyde or ketone or alcohol or ester and all. So one by one we will prepare one test for each to confirm whether our compound is aldehyde or ketone. So I am going to perform the first test, that is aldehyde and ketone. For this test we have to take 3 ml of dinitrophenyl hydrazine solution, and then we have to add 2 drops of compound and we have to shake it. After allow to stand. If yellow or orange color is developed or precipitate is developed, that indicates the presence of aldehyde and ketone. Here you can see that in a test tube I have taken 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazine solution and now going to put few ml or 2 drops of this compound. There is no development of orange red crystalline precipitate or yellow precipitate. See, yellow color is there but no precipitate is there. That means the aldehydes and or the aldehyde or carbonyl group, that is ketones, are absent. As the next test we are going to perform is test for alcohol. For this test we have to take 1 ml of liquid and add small piece of dry sodium and heat it on a water bath. If there is a evolution of brisk effervescence of hydrogen, alcohol is present. So here you can see that in a test tube I have taken few ml of alcohol and this is the dry sodium metal, and now I am going to put it into this. You can see that there is a evolution of brisk effervescence of hydrogen. That means alcohol is present. Now we have to differentiate between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. For this purpose we have to take 1 ml of acetone and 1 ml of compound, and to that we have to add 1 to 2 drop of chromium trioxide or chromic acid reagent. If there is a development of greenish blue precipitate within 2 seconds, primary or secondary alcohol is present. So here you can see that after performing the procedure, here there is a development of greenish color, okay, or we can say that greenish slight precipitate is there, greenish precipitate is there, so primary or secondary alcohol may be present. So now we have to find out the boiling point, and from the boiling point result, the boiling point of liquid compound was found to be near about 78 degrees centigrade, around that 78 degrees centigrade. So our given compound or sample was found to be ethyl alcohol. So conclusion, the given organic compound was found to contain CHO functional group, and the result is the given organic drug or compound was having a boiling point 80 degree and elements are CHO, hence the given compound was found to be ethanol.